show. How are you?
Hi, Diane.
Fine. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. 50 and hopefully somewhat fabulous. How about yourself?
I am 50 and fabulous, and for the first time I'm admitting to my husband, who I'm married to for 4 years, that I am 50 and fabulous.
You never told him how old you were?
Yes.
How'd you get away with that?
Well, because I am fabulous. I've always worked out. I've always avoided the sun. I never walk out of the house without sunblock, and I've taught my children and my grandchildren to do the same thing.
Yep. It's a #1 beauty secret.
It really is. It really is.
We are doing a series called 50 and Fabulous, and you, my friend, fit the bill tremendously. What is your secret? You look better now than you ever have in your entire life.
I probably feel better than I ever have in my life. I honestly, everything about my life right now is because I got my hormones balanced. And I know that sounds funny, but I think that women are just so struggling, not with aging, but with not feeling well. Women do not feel well. And I know this because I lecture around the country on Saturday afternoons, and it's always amazing to me that 2,000 or 3,000 women will come on a Saturday afternoon just dying for some kind of clarification about how to feel well in this passage. When we start losing our hormones, you can't sleep, and you have night sweats and hot flashes and body itches and depression, and you gain weight for no reason. So to get it all put back together again without drugs, with real natural hormones, has been one of the greatest things that I've done for myself, and it's made aging actually something that I'm enjoying probably more than any other passage of my life so far.
You know, people might find that somewhat surprising, even shocking, to say that a woman in Hollywood is actually enjoying aging, and yet you make it look so easy. It wasn't easy, though. It was quite a struggle for you. Your health was something that you had to take in hand and take control of and become your own self-advocate, was it not?
Well, you know, when I was diagnosed with cancer 8 years ago, breast cancer, I was stunned because I said to myself, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life. I never drank to excess. I've always exercised. I've always eaten right. I've never abused pharmaceutical drugs, never did recreational drugs. Had a lot of therapy to undo the demons of my past. I thought, if I can get cancer, then we're all at risk. And that's what this new book is about, is what is going on, that the cancer is such an epidemic.
And because you wanted the answer to that, you actually started on this journey to learn about the body, your body in particular, and then other people's bodies as well. Is the business climate, the environment different for women who are making their way either as lawyers or really in any profession? Do you think it's different now?
I think it is. I know it's better. It couldn't be worse because it was very tough. But I don't think we're home free. I think women always have to be careful, and it's regrettable. We have to be careful about how we're perceived. There was an article in the paper about all of the ways in which Hillary Clinton was being judged. Right. You know, her jewelry, her makeup, her hair, her clothes, her this, you know, whether she, you know, showed emotion, and the different categories that women have to qualify and excel in order to be taken seriously is very different from men. And even women judge other women.
Well, I was just going to ask you that because we find so many times that the harshest critic of women in leadership roles are other women.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
I'm a 50-year-old woman, and things are starting to go south on my face. So my jowl area is starting to sag a little bit. And I've always had really nice skin, and, you know, I wondered, you know, what can I do to camouflage or put something on my face to, like, tighten it up?
Well, there's nothing you can put on your face that's going to tighten it up. But if you make sure that you have a foundation or a tinted moisture cream that really gives you a smooth look, and use blush to get your attention away from whatever's bothering you here, and make sure you do you do your eyes?
Yes, I do, with your products.
Right.
Yes.
So make sure you line your eyes, and I find that black eyeliner, I use the gel eyeliner on the top, and that gets the attention away from anything that's bugging me anywhere else on the face. And that is the best thing. And make sure you've got, you know, a great haircut and maybe a few highlights. Get your attention away And earrings.
Can I
Jewelry
ask
is the
you one
best.
thing about a haircut? Like, I've let my hair grow out, like, longer, and I'm 50. Do you think longer hair is, like, good for older women or no?
I got long hair. I'm the ponytail girl. I have long hair. And, I mean, I think it's fine. You know, I trim it, it goes longer. So I happen to think it looks great.
All right. Thanks, Kathy.
All right. Thank you very kindly. I love you, Bobby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you find that, like many of us, as we've gotten older, we have been able to put away those stereotypes and just accept ourselves and love ourselves for who we are, warts and all, so to speak?
Well, it's much easier. Now, I still look in the mirror and say, if I could just have that 20-year-old body again, but know what I know now, of course, then you would take it. If you went back and you couldn't know what you know now, no, I would never want to do that.
No.
It's just this, and what happens with your mind and your soul and your life is too worthwhile and too much to give up.
Exercise, get rid of it? Is there something that we can do? I know you can't spot reduce, but is there something we can do in terms of diet to get rid of that belly fat?
Yes. What you have to remember is losing 2 inches around your waist is so critical. So how do you do that? How do you get rid of that dangerous internal visceral fat? First thing you remember is exercise, believe it or not. If you don't even drop a pound, if you just start walking, we're talking about a 30-minute, 40-minute a day walking program, researchers have shown that you can lose inches around your waist, may not tip the scale because you're building muscle. Critical thing at menopause or around 50, you're going to start losing muscle mass. You don't want to do that. So if you work out, walking, which is going to start shrinking the inches around the waist, start working with weights. Building muscle mass is going to actually reduce visceral fat, believe it or not, because your metabolism speeds up.
We need to sometimes put ourselves first.
We do, because how can we be there for our families, for our children, if we're not in good health? And we haven't thought about ourselves at some point. Because women are out there multitasking and doing everything they can for everybody else, and they need to stop and think, hey, it's my turn. I think that's something when you get to be 50 or older, is that it is your turn. It is. Life is to be enjoyed. And I think experiencing something as traumatic as breast cancer, I really realized the importance of the moment. Just your loved ones and, you know, being there to enjoy and be grateful, being positive.
Hi, Fran. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you.
Thank you. You are an inspiration to all women. I don't have cancer, but I have a disease, and I'm telling you, you just inspired me watching you at the very beginning. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and just live life for the moment.
All right. Hang in there, girl.
Thanks
you know,
a lot.
illness is a slice of the pie, but it's not the whole pie.
It's not, that's right, and you look at things differently, and you really encourage me.
Oh, that's great, Gail. Thank you.
50 isn't so bad, right, Fran?
No, I never thought it would be bad.
Well, no, but 51 I'm going to be next month. That's bad, Fran.
No,
nothing's bad.
I'm 51, and it's still fabulous. Okay, Gail. Thanks a lot. I appreciate the call. It's all good. Hair is really our #1 thing, isn't it? I mean, it either makes you feel really great about yourself, or you can feel really bad about yourself if your hair's not right.
Right. As women, our hair is so important to the way we feel about ourselves, our confidence, our sexuality. And one of the things that I say in the book that's resonating with women is, for some reason, we all thought that, you know, once you become a mom or once you become in the 30s, you know, you should really cut your hair into a conservative bob. Not true. Look at all the women that really look amazing today, from Michelle Pfeiffer to Demi Moore to Madonna to Vanessa Williams. They all have long hair. There's something to keeping your hair longer. My hair has never been longer in my life. And if there's something that it gives you like a little kick, it adds to your sexuality. So if you can grow your hair long, I think it's a good thing.